Hello everybody, Lizzie the Lightworker here. So I'm continuing in Sagittarius season energy, and I'm going today to do a twin flame video. So you guys can post to me in the comment section if there's a particular pairing that you'd like me to do, like Aries and Sagittarius, or Pisces and Sagittarius, or Gemini and Sagittarius. Let me know. But just for today, we're going to do sort of like a general basic one. So when you hear this in this reading, it could apply to you, could apply to your partner. It could apply to someone you have just started dating, maybe somebody you haven't even met yet, and it can be some signals of what to look out for, qualities-wise and personality-wise. So what we'll do is we'll get one pile here is going to be divine male, and the other pile is going to be divine female. So, and then what I like to do is in the middle, I like to just get like some extra flavor about, you know, what do these two need to learn? What kind of a pairing are they? What's needed down the line? What's the future path going to be like? All those good things. You know, if there's any healing that's going to be needed, which a lot of the time with twin flame energies, when they come together, there usually is definitely some kind of healing that needs to take place. So let's just get into divine male here. Okay, so now this divine male in this energy is going to be more of a competitive kind of guy. And I say guy, but I do mean that this energy, a male could be a female could be a male. But just for now, I'm just going to say male, okay? So this male energy is going to be competitive. They are going to value teamwork. They're not going to like when things are chaotic. They like order in their life, and they like to have predictability. So if things are like being thrown at them all at once, they can handle the pressure. You know, this does have to do with working well under pressure and dealing with things under pressure, and it has to do with strategy. So they'd be able to use their powers for that, their mind powers, their physical powers. They'd have the vitality to do that. But they don't like it. It could also indicate that they might be in a bit of a hostile environment in life, whether it's their home life or their work life. Something in their life is competitive, driven, and hot and slightly hostile. Or they could just have a slightly hostile energy to them because it's not being harnessed in the proper way. So they could have that going on. So a little bit more about them and some of their own, we'll say, personal issues. Okay, so personal issues. Okay, so personal issues that this divine male energy would have would be they have had their heart broken, or they've had a slew of disappointments. It could be they're disappointed in themselves. It could be something that they've done in their life or to someone that they've hurt them, and they've been in return hurt. They're very sorry. There's an element of sorry and like apology here. They feel like they need to express this, but they just don't know how. It's also sort of wallowing a bit in their own misery because what they see in front of them is like a wreck and a mess, and they're not really paying attention to the rest of their surroundings, sort of like counting the rest of their blessings, like really taking a good look at what they have that could advance them out of this sadness or this depression or this depressive state. This could also have to do with grieving for a part of themselves that maybe they've lost touch with. It could have to do with grieving for a person, grieving a death of someone, you know, maybe a vital mistake that they had made somewhere in their life. Or it could indicate that they're slightly living in the past a bit. Maybe things have just not gone their way for so long that they've sort of gotten into this sort of down and negative energy, and they're used to disappointments, and they're used to these sad feelings, and they've sort of started to consume them. So that could be some issues that they are having. So now let's get into the divine female over on the next side over here. Okay, and divine female, interestingly enough, this could represent a water sign, guys. It could be a Scorpio, a Pisces, or even a Cancer, just, or they could just have that energy, like those traits. So this divine female, she would be extremely like compassionate. She's a woman that you would go to not complain, but she would hear you out. She could really, she has the ability to put herself in other people's shoes. She feels deep empathy for anyone who's hurting or troubled or going through some trying times. She really will offer her advice, and it will come from the heart, and she'll really mean it. She will feel it. She'll feel it almost like as if it's her own. So she's very relatable. She could be prone to moodiness, however, and on the flip side, a little bit of vindictiveness. So if she feels underappreciated in any way, she really doesn't like that. It doesn't sit well with her. She likes to, have that admiration, sort of like a quiet admiration, though. She doesn't want to be like, a big fuss made over her, but she does like to feel appreciated. She's very motherly, very mothering, and very nurturing. She has deep emotions, very, very sensitive woman, very kind, very generous. She loves animals and children, and she is just got this wonderful, deep, emotional heart. But she could fly off the handle sometimes, and her emotions could get the best of her, and that could complicate things in relationships. So next, we're going to just check out some of personal issues that would have to do with this divine female energy. Okay, so her, particularly, some of her personal issues could be that, she really requires structure and order in her life. Maybe to a fault. It might be that she feels the need to control absolutely everything around her. She may feel like she has to have a handle on things. She has to have the answers all the time. There could be lots of people seeking her out for her wisdom because she is highly intuitive. Sometimes this card can indicate psychic abilities. So some people may be going to her and sort of overwhelming her, and she can get frustrated when she doesn't have the answers for everyone, but she does want to help. She would be sort of like a teacher, someone who's like almost like a natural counselor. That, like I said, everybody would go to her because they know she has this wonderful compassion, and she has everybody's best interest in mind, and she would want to give everybody the best possible advice. But getting back to the part about control and traditions and leading a traditional life, and that aspect, it could be that she has been had this drilled like into her head that she has to live this way, and that this is the right way. She would be the type of woman that would always do the right thing. She's very like in touch with her morals, and she's very balanced. So she would be like the kind of woman that would like stand by her beliefs. But like I said, again, that could be to a fault. It could be that she wants somebody to kind of conform to her lifestyle and the way that she wants to live. But some good messages there. So let's see, when these two come together, what the relationship would be like when these two come together. Okay. So if these two, divine male, divine female, these two energies, what I've explained personality-wise, if they came together, it would sort of be a really good union. There would be lots of new opportunities for them. They would be like they would almost start like a new path together. And it would be very sort of carefree at first. They wouldn't really have like a complete direction about it. They would just be sort of feeling each other out and going with the flow and sort of having fun together and, you know, flying by the seat of their pants kind of thing and winging it kind of thing. And that would get the divine female out of that control energy, and that would get the divine male out of his sort of depressive state. So they would bring a lot of positive out of each other. They would sort of renew each other's energy, and they would renew each other's spirits. So what's needed between these two? If they are coming together, what's needed? So let's get a psychic tarot for the heart. So what's needed would be to change their focus. So on different ends of the spectrum, they would come together, and I feel like they would want to change, or they would help each other change. They would help each other find different ways of thinking and different ways to deal with things, and really open each other up and help each other expand each other's horizons. You know, when this card comes up and it has to do with change, it's about like letting go of things too that were holding you back, things that from your past or even in your present day life, like loss or grief or disappointments. It's about letting those things go. So I feel like if these two came together, they would really help each other to do that and really heal each other. So I'm going to get an angel card just to wrap this up. And we'll say, what can these two, what could they expect in their future path? Like what could that, you know, help them or aid them along? So with an angel card, we get crystal clear intentions. So this is Michael the Archangel. Be careful about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Okay, so that's really beautiful because, like I said, these two coming together, I really feel like it would be a wonderful union. These two different energies for Sagittarius. So just like the angel is saying here, they would have to have faith. They would have to let go of, you know, lots of things from the past and just focus on each other and what they want from each other and have faith in that. So how's that sound, guys? All right, so that's going to do it for today. I'm going to do a couple more videos in the next few days. And as always, love and light. And please hit that subscribe button for more videos and content from Lizzie the Lightworker. Thank you, guys.